very pleased to meet you, Mick, and say welcome to Woking Football Club.
Listen, it's fantastic to meet you, and it's been brilliant ever since I came here. Everyone's been so welcoming. You know, coffee this morning with Rosemary. He's always delightful. Talking about the plans for next season already. You know, it genuinely is super exciting time for not just for me, but for everybody at Woking Football Club. This football club is, you know, next season it's going to be one hell of a season. I can promise you that.
Well, we all hope you're right and very much look.
Dave, let me stop you there. Let me assure you, I am right. Listen, it's going to be super exciting. You know, we're going to have no negativity about this season's been so tough for the fans, so tough for the commercial partners, so tough for everybody connected with this football club. But not just this football club, for the entire world. We've been through a pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, but we're coming out of the pandemic. The sun is shining.
Yes, it
is. And it's going to shine on Woking Football Club. And next season, we're going to give the fans a reason to smile, our commercial partners a reason to smile, and we're going to make this town proud of its football club.
I think it already is, but I'm sure you're going to increase that even more. It's obvious fairly quickly that you're not from round these parts. So where did you grow up? Where are you from?
I grew up, I'm from Blackburn originally, but I don't think, I have to check my memory, I haven't lived there for about 30 years.
Right.
But I've never lost the accent, Dave.
No.
But so you've got Dow's the manager, no one can understand him. You've got the commercial director, no one will be able to understand me. So listen, what we're going to do is at these meetings in future, we're going to have the typos are going to come up, so we're going to have subtitles so you can understand what me and Dows are on about. Yeah.
So you're just going to baffle everybody into doing what you want them to.
Well, but something like that, Dave. Something like that.
Okay. Well, as a child, were you very much into sport?
Of course I was, yeah.
So did Ewood Park feature in your childhood?
Massively so. I stood on the terraces when Blackburn won the Premier League. Yeah, but I think as you get involved in your working life and you get involved in football and different sports, obviously horse racing, ground racing played a massive part in my life along with football. I'm very fortunate to have worked on the academy at Manchester City, which is a huge football club in Manchester. Very fortunate to work with Lord Esquiff at Toaster Racecourse and to meet all the people that comes with working for a Lord, and it's incredible. He's been so supportive of me. The good luck messages from him, you know, when I came to Woking have been incredible. I'm actually renting a place there, and because I'm an homeowner, you have to supply people with references. The lady got a bit of a shock when my reference was Lord Esquiff. Yeah. We're ringing up to rent the flat. But yeah, so it's good. I've come here. I'm 10 minutes away from the football club. And like I said, super excited to get involved and to. This isn't the Mick Livesey show. To play a part with so many brilliant people at this football club in taking this club on a journey, and that journey is to the Football League.
Okay, you'd say it's not the Mick Livesey show, but hopefully this 10 minutes or so is, so people can find out more about you and so on. So let me ask you, how did you get a job coaching at Man City's academy? How did that come about?
Because I was a football coach there and I was quite good at it.
Right.
You know, so I think.
What age were you then?
I was there in 2000. So listen, without giving my age away too much, it's quite a long time ago. It's over 20 years ago now, isn't it? So 2 decades ago. But no, I did some stuff. Funnily enough, for Adidas as well. I did some coaching for Adidas and for Predator at the time. Worked with some of the players and went around the country. I quickly learnt though that you can probably make more money out of football in the business side of things than as a football coach, and for the lifestyle I wanted, I quickly realised that I was going to move into business rather than stay as a coach.
You've mentioned Lord Hesketh, and we'll perhaps come back to that phase of your life in a moment, but you had a very significant other sort of mentor when you were at Man City, didn't you?
Yes, of course. Kevin Keegan was the manager then.
Yeah.
I did my in-service training with KK. You know, fantastic. And the overriding thing when you meet these people, and hopefully people see that with me, is passion. You've got to be passionate about what you do. And every day I get up and I'm passionate and I smile and I enjoy life, and I'm going to be so passionate about Woking Football Club, so passionate about the community in Woking, so passionate about the commercial partners that we're going to build. I'm passionate about the fans. I want to, you know, make sure that as a football club, Woking, you know, people turn up here and support us. We've got to support this town. We've got to help the people that are less fortunate than ourselves. We've got to help people from deprived backgrounds, people that are living in very, very challenging times. This football club needs to become a beacon of positivity. It needs to become a place that impacts on people's lives for the better, and drives everything forward. Walking needs to be all about positivity.
Sure. And that, we hope that comes from Douse as well.
Well, you're not going to meet anyone more positive than Douse.
No, exactly.
Listen, poor Douse has been, he sits there every week and does these Friday reviews. And he's like a lamb to the slaughter, bless him, because what's he going to do? He's got no team to pick from. He's got nothing, none of this. So listen, I'll stand shoulder to shoulder with Douse. I know that Douse is the man on the football pitch to lead this football club forward. My early conversations with Douse and my meetings with him, absolutely incredible guy, so passionate. And do you know what? We'll be a team. He'll sort it out on the pitch. We'll sort it out off the pitch, and together we'll make this football club smile. And anyone who's got a problem with Douse, listen, results will speak for themselves. You'll be eating your words next season when Douse puts together a proper team.
Good. You've been a journalist as well.
I have, yes.
How did that come about? Because that was a leap from football to racing, wasn't it?
It was a leap from football coaching to journalism first, yeah. I worked at the Sport newspaper. I started off with a little column, and I ended up with a very, very big column, which was several pages. A great time of my life. And
was that tipping winners or doing interviews, background stuff?
All sorts of stuff. Being at football matches, writing match reports, covering major sporting events, having a laugh. Taking the mickey. Listen, wherever you work in your life, it shapes you as a person, and I'm incredibly proud. People laugh at the Sport newspaper, and I'm incredibly proud of the time I spent there. Great character building. I could tell you some stories that aren't fit for this camera, I can assure you of that. When we had like Gaza as a columnist and things. The Sport newspaper, we used to have a party every season. So we had 4 big parties every year, and let me tell you, listen, you'd want an invite to one of those parties, I can assure you. They're the stuff that they'll stay in my memory, and stuff that still makes me smile to this day. But
so you can remember them then?
Of course I can remember them, yeah. Incredible time. It shaped me as a person, learnt me that, listen, there's not a lot that can hurt me. People can say whatever they want, people can say this. I don't get carried away with the good stuff, certainly don't get upset with the bad stuff. And you need to have that kind. I haven't got the skin of one rhino, I've got the skin of an herd of rhinos, and to work in football or work in any sport, you need to have that. You should listen to some of the things that were said to me when you go on Sky or whatever, you tip something and it got beat. You can imagine. So listen, you just learn to duck the punches and ride the rolls, and always have a smile on your face. Listen, I've been very, very lucky. Every job I've ever done in my life, I've done it because I wanted to do it. I've never ever had to work somewhere where I've not wanted to be.
That's worth fortunes, isn't it?
It is.
And on that score, you loved your time at Toaster Racecourse. Lord Hesketh, as we know, is very much literally and metaphorically a larger than life figure. So it must have been fun working for him. But there's one specific thing I wanted to ask about that. I've seen an article about you in which you said you loved selling sponsorship. Why?
Because I think it's all about the experience. I think in terms of the greyhounds, what we did at Toaster Racecourse, the Puppy Derby was I think it was worth 10,000. I got sponsorship with EEC Timber from Ireland. We took the sponsorship on a 3-year deal to £25,000 to the winner. During my time at Toaster, the Greyhound Derby was worth the most that it was worth. If you look now, I think it's probably worth maybe even a third of what it was under us. So yeah, lots and lots to be proud of. But I love the entire thing of building relationships. I'm a great believer in building relationships and giving people absolute value for money and helping people to grow. Because the secret of selling anything is to not try and sell. The secret is to build relationships. How can you help people? How can Walking Football Club be a solution for businesses in this area? Because we've got the numbers of this, we've got the eyeballs, we've got the feel-good factor, we've got all the teams, all the permits, all the fans. Everything surrounded by this club it makes us perfectly placed as a platform to launch their business, to help. Our job is to get people to fall in love with other people's brands. And that's what Walking Football Club is going to do. We're going to have a business club, all of this. we've got so much to do. Listen, it is incredible. But you know what? Every day and every week, life is going to get easier because we're going to get more and more things in place. And like I said, you know, I risk of repeating myself, it's time to get very, very excited. You know, this isn't just bravado, me not coming here and saying this, that and the other. Listen, Woking Football Club is going places. The only people that are going to be upset by it are Aldershot fans, because they're going to hate us. Because this football club is going to be going forward at a rapid rate of knots from this point forward.
Good stuff. Following your time at Toaster, you dipped your toe into the world of that you're in now, basically, at Oxford City. You were very, very successful there. Obviously, you will have learnt a lot about doing this role whilst in that job. Do you think it will be, the methods and everything will be the same here, or will it be different because it's a level higher, maybe a slightly bigger club?
It's not, listen, no disrespect to Oxford, I'm going to say it how it is. It's not a slightly bigger club, it's a huge club, This is a sleeping giant. The giant is asleep. It's time we shook him and woke the giant up. And you look at the fans and you look at, you know, the fans here are amazing. Look at the pictures I've seen. It's one of the reasons why I came, because I believe that good things can happen here because of the fan base. It's a great starting point. But listen, you don't just learn things at Oxford. Every single day of our lives, we all should be looking to learn. I don't know have the answers to everything. I read. I bet you I maybe read 40 or 50 books a year, seriously, listen, learning all the time, looking at different people's opinions, and I'll speak to anybody. So if you see me around walking and you've got an idea, stop me, talk to me, say, hey Mick, I think you should do this or that, and I will look at it, because none of us have all the answers and we're all looking to learn. But you know what, let's learn together, let's grow together, and let's move forward together.
I'm sure you'll be aware that this club has a particularly significant and impressive history in terms of its community involvement, with all the work that James Spong and others have done over the years, and that's something that you really got into big time at Oxford City as well, isn't it?
Of course, and I think that's the backbone of it. Like I said earlier on in this interview, we've got to make an impact on the community. We've got to be a place that helps people, and we, without question, you know, a football club is such an important and integral part of the community that people live in. And like I said, I want Woking to be a beacon of positivity. Everything that's gone on before, I'm not aware of all of it. You know, I come here and I'm sure there's been amazing work going on. I salute all of that work. What I'm excited about, what I'm looking forward to is listen, we had the glory days in the 90s on the pitch and stuff like that. You know, those guys didn't manage to get to the Football League. I believe that we will. And I believe that we will do it in a great way over the coming years. And I'm not putting the time, I'm not saying we'll do that in 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, but that's the aim, and that's where we've got to be going for, you know. And along with that, it's not just what you do on the pitch. I want us to be judged as a football club, not just at 4:45 on a Saturday afternoon. I want us to be judged. How did we enrich people's lives? How did we make life in Woking better? And that's what I want this football club to be. And you know, from speaking to the chairman, Rosemary, you know, it was very clear from very early on in our conversations that is what an ethos that is shared by the board here. And you know, Graham, who was instrumental in bringing me here, instrumental. From the first time I met Graham, you know, the conversations I had, he sold this dream to me about Woking, and I bought into it, and I've done my research. I said I don't just rock up here. You know, I was very fortunate. I had a lot of offers from a lot of football clubs, some in the Football League, and this was the place that I wanted to come. This is the place I want to call home. This is the place that I want to throw myself into, and nobody will work harder than me in trying to make these dreams become a reality.
It sounds very much like that you're completely in tune with John Katz's views about the way forward as well. I'm sure you must have spoken to him.
Of course I've spoken to John over, you know, Zims can't wait for John to come to the UK, and you know, John again, his passion and everything like that. But listen, I think it isn't about individuals, it's about a collectiveness of a football club. It's not about me, it's not about Rosemary, Graham, not about John, it's not about Kelvin, you know, or Dowse. It's about all of us. You know, we've all got to be pushing in the same direction. We've all got to be moving forward. And the fans, the commercial partners out, you've got to play a huge role in this. Get behind us. You know, roar us on. Because, listen, we will be doing everything we can, working night and day to take this football club forward. We want to make your dreams come true, but we need you to help us. You know, get behind us. Don't knock this, or there's going to be twists and turns, there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. Don't ever fall off that path. Stay behind us, stay true, and believe. Start to believe, because when you believe and everybody's pushing in the same direction, amazing things will happen. And listen, you can play this interview back in 5 years, and if I've told you something that is wrong, I'll come back and I'll do an interview, and you know, and I will hold my hands up. But I know that it won't be. This football club is going to move forward with us, embrace it. There's going to be changes for the better. You know, we're going to look, even, you know, for the fans, you know, what they get offered, their match day experience, everything. You know, we're having meetings around the clock now, looking at everything we do next season to try and make the fans' lives better and our commercial partners' lives better.
Sounds like very exciting times ahead. Very much look forward to that. On behalf of all supporters, wish you all the very, very best.
Listen, thank you very much, and I've got to say, since the first day I got here in Woking, everyone's been amazing. I can't thank you enough for making me feel so welcome. I look forward to meeting you all. I look forward to having a pint with you in the bar. I look forward to listening to your ideas. Most of all, I look forward to seeing you smile when Dow's puts together a proper team, and off the pitch we work hard to give him the funds to make it sustainable and drive this football club forward, because this football club needs to get to the Football League. It deserves to be in the Football League, and you know what, guys, we're going to do it.
Thank you very much.